Look up in the dark sky, not even lit by the milky moon. I see the stars, little dots swirling around in the water that is the space above. They twinkle, they shine. I could almost plunge my hands into its murky waters and feel them in my palm. Little marbles of a bright, bright white. The cosmically large scale all around me, surrounded by them. And the ones I couldn't see, I know they're shining out there just as brightly. It started with tapping at my window. I thought it was just a branch until I heard the whisper. Let me in. The voice sounded like a child, but wrong. Like someone mimicking a child's voice and failing. The tapping moved from window to window, then to the door. I stayed frozen in bed as the doorknob slowly twisted. Then, silence. That's when I heard it. I heard the knock inside my closet. The air turned cold. I squeezed my eyes shut, but I felt as the bed sunk, as something sat on it. Slowly, the weight crept toward me until I felt its breath on my face, rancid and wet. Yeah, man, it whispered. I don't know how long I was unconscious. When I woke up, the closet door was open. The knob was scratched, like something had clawed its way out. Now, every night, I hear the tapping and the whispers. And no matter how loud I turn up the TV, no matter how many lights I keep on, I hear it. If you ever hear knocking, don't answer. If you do, it'll never leave you alone. I know, because I let it in. My name is Michael. I live alone with my dog, Diesel, a small brown Yorkshire Terrier. Every night before bed, I fill his bowl. He never eats at night. It's always for the morning. But for the last week, I've found the bowl empty by the time I come downstairs. I thought maybe I'd forgotten to close the bedroom door and Diesel had wandered out for a midnight snack. Or perhaps it was mice. Now I'm staying at a hotel because last night I found out what had really been eating the dog food. It started when I woke up in the middle of the night, needing to use the bathroom. The moment I opened the bathroom door, Diesel grew restless at my feet, trembling as if something had scared him. I took a step into the hallway, and that's when I heard it. Metal scraping between the floor downstairs. The dog wolf. Diesel whispered at my side, his tiny body quivering as if it was trying to warn me. In hindsight, I know I should have called the police, but at the time I thought it was just mice. I walked down the stairs, slowly, each creak of wood filling the darkened house. The scraping noise continued, irregular and unsettling. I reached the bottom and pushed the living room door open. And there he was, a man hunched over the dog, on all fours like an animal. His bare skin was pale and sagging, covered only by a pair of dirty white briefs. His body jerked unnaturally, hands dipping into the bowl to shovel the kibble into his mouth. When he heard the door, he froze. Then he turned his head toward me with a sickening slowness. Our eyes met, and my breathing caught. His pupils were brown and wide, swallowing the color of his eyes, saliva dripping from his mouth as he chewed. And in a voice choked with fury, he spat. Look at what you've done to me! The words rattled through me like a cold wind. Before I could react, he screamed, I love you, Emily! Why don't you love me? I've slept in your bed. His voice broke into a horrible, guttural wail that echoed off the walls. He began to laugh, a wet, ragged sound. He slowly crawled back towards the couch, disappearing beneath it. I could still see his eyes, glinting at me from the darkness, still laughing his horrible, ragged laugh. Diesel was beside me, trembling and howling in terror. I didn't even stay to watch. I grabbed Diesel and ran, calling the police as I stumbled out the door. I searched the house, every inch. I found no sign of him, not even a single trace. I'm not going back. I don't care what they say. I'm not setting foot in that house again. I called my mom, and I'm staying with her for a while.